Whatever that was sounded like.
I moved the microphone on the table. Sorry.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so you guys, today, what we're going to cover today, we're not going to go into deep detail. So I know there's going to be some questions probably on, well, how do I connect my accounts and how do I do this? But if we want to get through the setup and the drip campaigns, we don't have time to go back into the contacts part of it. So if you need help connecting your accounts, the eEdge accounts, you've got to watch the training on contacts and setup and syncing. You can find that in when you go to the command page, I'll show you. But today, just so you know, I'm not going to go and show you how to sync up your accounts because that's the contacts part. We're going to talk about what we've got in here for drip campaigns and how, until the drip campaigns come out in command, how you can utilize command as your with your contacts, but it ties over into eEdge. So it works. Okay? Any questions with that?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Ask away as you go. So the first thing I'll show you, can you guys see this okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So since there's nobody here, I actually can do this a different way. Since there's nobody. All right, I'm going to do this a different way really quick to make this a little easier for you guys to see. I'm going to stop share for a second. I'm going to extend, and I'm just going to work on, because I can turn around and just sit over here and work up there.
Cool.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Now, we're going to screen share it, baby.
You guys, the microphone is right here. So if you're going to ask Jess a question, you need to speak up or move forward.
Yeah. Speak up. I'll be able to hear you.
Okay.
Okay, how does that look?
It's kind of there we go.
Does that work out?
Yeah.
Come around over here. Okay, I'm gonna sit. So, because I duplicated the screen, so now I can sit and look because there's nobody in this room, so I can work on the other screen. Okay, here we go. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm in a new spot.
We can hear you.
Perfect. Okay, so from here, you guys, if you want to go back into any of the trainings that to find out, like on the contacts, getting your contacts set up, you're going to go right up here into the upper right corner that has your account. Click on that, and then right here is the command training. So you can go into there and you can work, and that's where your training is going to be on setting up and syncing and those things. And if Paula, we need to set up one of those classes when I come to Pocatello once, I'm happy to do that, going through the actual syncing the accounts and that kind of stuff.
Are you on the right-hand side of the screen or on the left?
On the upper right corner, upper right corner.
So the pictures, we can't see your mouse up in there because of the, what do we call that? The other people that are logged in. Let me see if I can.
Oh, can you see somebody?
Let me just move this. Okay now. I fixed it. I just wasn't thinking about that. All right.
Oh, gotcha.
We're set to go.
Okay, perfect. So right up here in the upper corner. So you can click on this and click on the command training, and you can find the recorded training for the contacts, setup, and syncing. Import and sync, I believe. So go right up in there. So I've got command open. So everybody, we are at agent.kw.com is how you get into your command dashboard. Agent.kw.com. And you can sign into that with your MyKW username and password. So once you get in, everyone should be at this point. Now, depending on what you guys want to do today, if you want to watch or you want to set up, but I'm going to give you a chance to set up your drip campaigns, and I'm going to give you a chance to walk through and actually do it yourself. So if you guys want to watch kind of at the beginning, then I'm going to help you set up your drip campaigns at the end, and you'll actually do it in your own system. Does everybody have their laptops with them?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so from here, now once you connect your system, once you connect your command to your eEdge, and you'll know if you've done that if you go up here and go into your settings. So go in the upper right, go into your settings, and you go right over here to your applications. You'll know if you're connected. If you go down and here is your eEdge, it shows here not connected. You would want to connect this account. Now when you connect the account, you go through and you enter in your Marcus enter name. What is this? Legal last name. Oh, it's trying to enter in my information. So it should fill in because I'm signed into my KW on this tab, and it should enter in your information, and then all you do is sync it. Am I into demo over here? I am. So let's see what we do. So right here, now let me go through that one more time, you guys. So in the settings, in your command, you go into you're in the application settings, you go right here to eEdge, and you connect the account. It should fill in your information, and you click synchronize your eEdge contacts across Keller Cloud. And so you click this. Now, it should show up here that I am connected in eEdge. Does that make sense to everybody? Is that confusing? Do I need to go through that one more time for anybody? Or why don't you take a minute if you haven't got it synced and connect that?
Yeah, give us a minute, Jess, because our internet's slow.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, open up a new block, new tab. Hit the +9. That's the X.
Does Morgan Peterson's phone number?
Okay, start typing.
I do.
No, right up here. Agent dot QW.
Just when we go up there, was it the drop down and we go into settings or command training?
So you go right into, up here, go into settings, right here.
Okay.
Oh, it's 403.
Did it?
And from settings, you should land on this applications page. It should just land you right on the right page.
Sorry, we're just a little slow.
Nope, you're perfect. Now, if you've got another tab open and you've got your MyKW, it should actually populate all your information. Well, I don't even think you have to have the tab open because you've signed in actually to your MyKW when you signed into command. Okay.
Thank you. All right, go to settings.
Did anyone have any trouble signing into the actual command?
Penny is having problems with her connectivity.
Why is Penny always my problem student?
Oh.
I mean, what?
Fix it for me. It's doing what it did before. It's not recognizing KW at all. It's not. I turn it off. I turn it on.
It's not recognizing your KW?
Not recognizing the internet at all.
It doesn't pick up the Wi-Fi.
Can you, do I go into eEdge?
It doesn't pick up the Wi-Fi? It's your computer doesn't pick up the Wi-Fi? Didn't I fix that once?
Yeah, you did, but it's doing it again. I can't remember exactly how we fixed it last time.
So what I would do is go down in your lower right-hand corner. Does it show your little lines for Wi-Fi? The little three little lines for Wi-Fi, and it's just not connected?
It doesn't even bring up the Wi-Fi little.
It's not even.
She's clicking on broadband, but it should have that like bloop 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 kind of like droop like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do, and Penny, and then I'll have to move on with these guys, is right-click on that little computer network icon, because what's happening is it thinks you're trying to plug in instead of going to the Wi-Fi. So click on that little computer with the plug to the left. That's the little icon. Do you see that?
Done.
Right-click on that, hit Open Network and Internet Setting, or actually Open Network and Internet Settings.
Okay. Done.
Then I want you to,
There's no Wi-Fi like.
yep, you got to go to, scroll down, go to Network and Sharing Center.
Network and Sharing Center. Oh. Sharing options.
Down below it, keep going down.
Okay. It wasn't there, but we'll try it one more time.
It's sharing options and then network troubleshooter, and then it should say view your, and then go to your network sharing center.
Okay, we got it. She's there.
So from there,
Uh-oh, what are you doing?
I'm back in.
Have a new
I'll get
connection.
it before you.
So in that, you've got, once you're in there, you should be in the network sharing center over on the left. It says change adapter settings.
Yeah.
Do you have your Wi-Fi right there when it pops up and it says not connected?
Uh-huh.
Right click on that and hit connect. And afterwards, if it doesn't connect, I want you to go back and do the right click again and hit diagnose. Okay, I'm going to keep moving on, but that's what, do that, Penny. Okay, is everybody else, did you guys all get to this point where your eEdge is now connected? Did anybody have a hard time with that?
We're not quite there yet. I've got
Oh,
one
okay.
problem here.
I have a message that says, multiple office accounts were identified for your account. Please select correct office to synchronize with command.
Okay, so you're going to select your, because you've got Pocatello and East Idaho. John, is that correct?
I just have East Idaho.
It doesn't have a drop down and to select East Idaho or Pocatello?
Pocatello?
Nope, I want you to do East Idaho.
Okay, that's what it was. So just hit East Idaho and then go ahead and do synchronize eEdge contact.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody in Pocatello is a member of East Idaho and Pocatello, but East Idaho is where all of your compliance is done. So you need to synchronize your East Idaho eEdge account because none of you guys have Pocatello eEdge accounts connected. Otherwise, Mike couldn't see your compliance.
Okay, well, it did it really fast because it's done, I guess.
Yep, it's just lickety split.
Jess?
Yep.
You'll know the answer. So I have Elton, when we type in agent.kw.com, it brings up his console.
Yep.
When I click on settings, it goes to a white screen.
When you click on the okay, so you went into the console. Did you sign in with his MyKW username and password?
Yes.
Okay, so then it came up, did it come up to the dashboard that looks like this?
Yes.
Okay, and then you went up into the upper right corner and hit settings?
Let me hit this accept cookies thing.
Yeah, accept cookies.
Okay. All right, so we look just like you right now, and I'm gonna click on settings.
Yep.
But it comes up with a white screen.
Look up at the top, right here up in the URL. Is there a red something with a line through it? Is it blocking your flash? Is
Well,
there a red X or something up here in the upper right corner in your URL?
no, but it doesn't say console.
Okay, so go right back over here. Go back over here, and there should be a little lock here. It says view site information.
Okay.
Do you see that? Right here? To the left of the URL field?
Yeah, sorry, I was looking, yes, I'm clicking.
So click that. Then I want you to click, once you click it,
Yes.
go down and hit Site Settings.
Okay.
And it should look like this.
I get DigiCert, I get use certification, should I trust this site, allow Adobe Flash.
Yes, allow Adobe Flash. That's what you need to do.
Beautiful, thanks Jess. I'm sorry.
Let's see if that works. Once you do that, hit refresh. And maybe we've got it.
I should have had everybody come in and we should have got to that point. I might do that in the future, Jess, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, I just hit refresh. I still have agent KW, but I'm gonna try this again.
You still have, what do you have, Paula?
It doesn't say console.command.kw.com.
But does it look like this?
Yes, that's what's nuts.
That's okay. It doesn't matter what that says as long as you're on the right page.
All right, but when I go to settings, it's still blank.
It's still blank.
I don't know what's happening here.
Okay, so then Paula, just go up into the URL and type in console.command.kw.com.
All right, that's a good way to do it. We just tell it, listen.
Listen, you do what we say.
what you say.
Mhm.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, so it now says console.command.kw.com, but the settings is still blank. What in the world? Do we
Is it an Apple?
you know what? His profile is 97% complete too. Okay. No,
Yeah, is he on an Apple or is it a PC?
it's a PC.
Are you guys using Chrome as your browser?
Are you using Chrome? Oh, no.
Chrome is your best browser for command.
This is your starting point. All right, I'm just gonna get in there.
Okay. Okay, let's keep moving forward. Anybody else on the line that is having struggles?
I'm still gonna struggle with it.
What you are or are not, John?
And because it says that it says synchronize your eEdge contacts across Keller Cloud. I did that. When I did that, the window does not disappear, and it doesn't. You would think that the next screen, once I X out of it, would show eEdge and now being connected, but it still says not connected, current status.
So click, so over here, can you click connect account again?
Yeah, sure. eEdge connect account. Okay.
Let's try that one more time.
All right, so I synchronize, it says it's connecting, and then it says multiple office accounts were identified. I have East Idaho in there.
Great.
Synchronize one more time, and it just says synchronize your eEdge. It doesn't do anything.
So when you hit synchronize, it doesn't change, the screen doesn't change?
No.
Will you refresh that page?
Sure. Try that.
That'll hold your password.
Just
click it. Oh, no, I don't want to do it. Why do we not?
Penny, how are you doing?
Why do we not?
Nada.
Did it not connect to the Wi-Fi after you did the troubleshooter?
Yeah, I mean, that's correct.
You what?
No, it did not. So I'm gonna go out and try to go in a different way.
Does it, okay, Penny, did it look like this when you got into, hold on. I'm blocking now.
Keep working on it.
I'm blocking this. Penny, does it look like, did you go into the connections and did it look like this?
Yeah,
And did you connect right here?
where's your,
All right, you're
mouse at?
connected.
So we right click and then connect?
I did.
All right, let me look. I've got Elton connected. His eEdge is now connected.
Excellent. Great job, Elton.
Okay, I had to change mine to Pocatello, and then it accepted it, but it did not accept it as East Idaho.
You're unacceptable.
That's weird because it's unacceptable. No.
So, John, that isn't going to work for you because your eEdge, you need to work in your East Idaho eEdge.
All right, so I disconnected it. I'm going to connect the account, and I'm going to change it back to East Idaho, which I did.
Okay.
And
Okay, you're sitting right where you need to
but now it works. Okay,
Oh.
so I needed to do Pocatello, then I needed to disconnect, and then I needed to do East Idaho, and now it's working.
Okay, excellent. Hey, there we go. So FYI, Paula, in the future too, so you know, if anybody asks, if they're having trouble with their browser, tech support says open an incognito window instead of just a regular window, because sometimes your browser will try to do add cookies and try to take you different places, and sometimes things will work in an incognito window. So when in doubt, start an incognito window and open it up.
Okay, I'll need to go figure out how to do that, but I'll go do that.
You just go down at the down on your browser in the system tray and right click on the browser, and that little menu pops up and it'll say new incognito window instead of new window. So just so you know.
I gotta go write that down.
Okay.
Thank you, Jess.
But I found every time I've called into tech support, they're like, would you do it in an incognito window and see if it works? And then it would work. And they're like, do it that way, or as the bugs are getting fixed out on trying to make sure all the browsers work.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay. All right. So now, do we have anybody out there that does not have, is not connected, their eEdge connected?
Penny's still not even got a Wi-Fi.
Okay. Paul, are you working on that one?
Yes.
I'm up and running now. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Great. Great, great. And are you into command yet?
Let's see, agent.kw command.
.com. Agent.kw.com.
Oh, now it says again, no, I have to hold that this second. Okay, guess I'm not.
Did I hear you say, okay, you're in?
No, now it's telling me I'm not again.
Wishful thinking.
I think her computer wants to hard connect and won't let her. It's fighting it. Pops the Wi-Fi up and then it disappears. Okay.
Okay, well, you guys, I've got to keep moving on. I don't know. I would have to look at, I don't know what that issue is, Penny, with the computer. I would say, unless, do you plug your computer in with a wire in your office?
Yes.
So what its brain is doing is just unplugging and plugging. It's not switching back and forth. So I would say go down to your icon in your system tray, right click and open up your network internet settings, and I would disconnect the Ethernet. But you'll have to remember to connect it back up if you want to go wired in your office.
Okay.
Try that. So right click on it and disconnect the Ethernet. Okay, so guys, we're going to keep going. So now everybody's got their eEdge connected. What this basically means now is if you put something in command, it's going to auto sync it over to eEdge. If you put something in eEdge, it's going to auto sync it over to command. So from now on, anything you do in either one of those places, it will do it to the opposite one. What's great about this is as you enter in contacts, as you're working your opportunities or your sales pipeline, you're entering your database, everything you enter into command, you can just go over to eEdge and start them on a drip campaign because they're already going to be there from this sync. So you don't have to double enter people. And until we have our drip campaigns working in command, you can still use your drip campaigns in eEdge. So let me show you what that means. Let me show you the application of that. So I'm here in command, okay, and I'm going to enter, and I'm in the contacts section. So I went right over here to the contacts on the upper left.
We don't see your screen.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that. Let's try to connect it back up again. How about now?
I like it.
Perfect. Thanks for mentioning. Okay, so from here, click right over here in the upper left corner on contacts. The little people over on the left.
Okay.
So once you get into contacts, I can go in and everybody, does everyone have yourself in here? If you don't have yourself in here, I'm going to have you add yourself. If you do, let's just enter in a fake person. So we go in the upper right corner and we click on add contact. Does everyone see that in the upper right? Add contact?
It's still thinking.
Oh, it's still thinking. Okay, while it's thinking, I'm going to show this to you so you guys can watch while it catches up, and then I'll have you guys do it.
Okay.
So we're going to click on add contact. If you don't have yourself in here, you can add yourself. So I would add myself, my email.
Okay, I'm behind. I'm still on command connect. Do I go over to connect settings?
No, I've got it.
So if I add Jessica Cardon at kw.com, I'm going to enter in a phone number here, mark it as a lead or add it to sales pipeline. This is brand new, which I love. So I'm going to add myself as a lead because it's not an opportunity yet. I'm just entering someone from my database. Now, if this was an opportunity and you said, hey, no, I just got this name because Jane said, hey, my next door neighbor might want to sell. Here's her name and phone number. I would be adding that to the sales pipeline because that is an opportunity that I need to pursue. That is a nurture lead. So this one I don't need to, is not an opportunity yet. I am just entering myself in as my database. My preferred method is texting. I'm just captured. I haven't connected or qualified myself, which means connected means I've talked to him and I know everything's okay. Qualified means we are moving into the sales pipeline. The lead source, I'm going to say, is from the mobile app. Or actually, let's put Sphere. Sphere, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about this, you guys, because this is the contacts class. But systems tags, I'm going to be a buyer / seller. Nope. I'm going to say previous. Nope. I'm going to say bought. I've purchased with me. Custom tags, I'm going to leave off. Description, I would type in, this is me. I would put my address in there, my birthday, my spouse or relationship anywhere, my social media, work, all those kind of things. And I'm going to hit create.
Okay, what's your preferred communication?
Now, it shouldn't normally take this long.
So this will, anytime you see one of those.
Okay, perfect. So you'll notice here I am, Jessica Cardon, coming in as a lead. There's my tags, everything's in there. Now, once I've entered it, because I have my eEdge connected, I can click back over into my KW. I'm going to refresh this page. If I click on new leads, it should be there. Fingers crossed. Nope, it's not in there yet. It might take a second. But you'll see Montana Man and Sandra Corbett, they are there. Remember over here, there they are. Montana Man came over. I don't know where Sandra Corbett came from, but I would check that out. Well, that was created back in some other time. So today is the 19th, this pulled Montana Man over. So I'm going to go into view all contacts. Test client, that's over there. I'm sure it's probably going to take a minute, but this should be, I wonder if I need to refresh this page. Let me see if I refresh here, if that will help me.
Are you on the other side? Have you entered your stuff?
Okay. From here, let me refresh. Let me see if I've got them. Not yet, but it will show up here. In my personal account, mine is pretty fast. I can come over to this side and it's there. So, and this is the demo account, so I'm not sure if everything is working perfect. But let's assume this was Montana Man. So I entered in Montana Man on my demo account. I'd come over into eEdge, and I'd find Montana Man over here. Now from here, once I'm into Montana Man, I don't maintain my database in eEdge anymore. eEdge, I'm not using it as my database, but I do need it for my drip campaigns. So when I come over here, I go right over to this side, and I want to add them to a marketing campaign. Can everybody see this? Have I lost you guys?
We can see you, but I don't think anybody's at the point you are. So.
Okay. So on this, you guys, are you guys still entering someone here in command?
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys all working on that right now?
Yeah, mine finally pulled up, so I started entering myself in.
Okay, perfect.
I'm hoping that my name will show up with.
Yeah. So as you guys are looking at that, so once you've got that in there, the idea behind it is you should be able to come right here into it on in eEdge, click on marketing, and your campaigns will be right here, and you should just be able to add them to the campaign, just like that. And you've got them listed in a drip campaign. Now you can see my little drip is blue because I've added it in. This Montana was created by Contact Sync. There are in the drip campaigns. That is literally how fast you can do this. So I want to go back out of Montana Man. I'm going to see if maybe mine is going to show up here soon. Let me refresh. Not yet. But you can see right here now. Oh, I forgot that they've added this. So this is drip campaign. So I could add Sarah Corbett to a drip campaign right there. So I could put her right into a drip campaign. And our next thing that we're gonna do is set up your campaigns. But literally that's how easy it should be. You enter a contact in command. It should sync over, should be right here, and you should just be able to click add, and your drip campaigns are there. You click it on and it should go. So this really should work pretty seamless for you guys. We just need to make sure your campaigns are set up over here in eEdge so you've got them to use. So let's get to the point for everybody right now that you've got somebody entered in so that we can begin campaigns. So let's get that far. How's everyone doing on entering somebody in command?
Okay, I've got myself entered in, but I need to know where you went after you clicked on yourself. Over there on the left where it says Jessica Cardon. Did you just click on that and then it opened up?
What opened up?
Okay, Montana Man. When you clicked on my Montana Man to add him, did you just click on the name?
No, so once I've added Montana Man in command, which is this screen,
Okay.
then you have to open up a new tab in your browser and open up your eEdge, and Montana Man should be in your eEdge.
Okay.
So let's go back. Let me go back to this page. So if you go back in to your MyKW homepage, when I'm using my own personal account, usually by the time I get over to this side, this little new leads has a new one, and that is the person I've just entered. So usually I'm sitting right there.
And we're going to save your stuff.
So John, does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm looking at my leads and so just, I'm gonna click in on new leads, is that right?
Yep, new leads, yep. Let's see, did it have a 1 there?
No, it says this page isn't working.
This page isn't working?
I'm gonna go back to my KW in just a second.
Yeah, go back to your MyKW.
New leads, this page is not working.
So okay, John, up here at the top, does it say East Idaho or does it say Pocatello?
Yes.
It says Pocatello.
Yep, you got to switch it to East Idaho. You
Oh.
work in your East Idaho always, so hit switch.
I need to have you add yourself here.
And Paula, if this happens to people, that's the first thing in Pocatello I check. Does it say East Idaho up here or does it say Pocatello?
And where do I switch? Just
Right here.
Switch. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
Because Pocatello, we do not have a separate compliance department for Pocatello, so everyone has to sign into eEdge for their dot loop to East Idaho, so that Mike can check, so our compliance can check everybody's dot loops.
So now in my eEdge box, it says step 2, activate eEdge now.
Oh, was your eEdge on your Pocatello screen activated?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so it should not be activated. Did you do that yourself or did you have Scott Leroy help you?
I have no idea.
So it looks like someone activated your eEdge in Pocatello instead of activating it in East Idaho. And you need to not have that. You need to have it not activated in Pocatello, activated in East Idaho.
Let's just.
So
that's something Scott Leroy can help you with.
okay.
Just say, hey, I've got my eEdge showing Pocatello, but they've been telling me I need to have East Idaho instead of Pocatello. And they can go in and deactivate Pocatello and activate East Idaho. It's a little bit of a complicated process, so I don't know if you want to do it, but Scott Leroy can do it, can help you with it. Because it should say when it says your market center is Pocatello, that's when you should see that, hey, go to step 2 and activate. Not when it should not say that when you're on your East Idaho screen.
Okay.
So maybe Paula can help you with that.
Yeah, I'll contact Scott Leroy.
Yep. But does that make sense what you need to do, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quickly throw him an email at support@Scott.
Penny, how are you doing?
I'm in.
Sweet. Did you get your command connected to eEdge?
I had to go into the device manager and tell to search for newly downloaded hardware. And then it pulled up all of the internet sources, so that I
Okay.
can reconnect and re-put in the code and everything. But
Let's see, did you connect then to your eEdge?
Yeah.
Okay, she did,
So
connected.
she's got it. Okay. So Penny, you've got your eEdge connected. So if you go in, if you go into your command right here on your people, on your contacts, you have somebody there, or are you blank?
I'm blank, so I was.
Okay, enter yourself. Yep. Go up to the upper right and add a contact and enter yourself. And is it Elwin? Elwin?
Elton.
Elton? Elton John is a rocket man. Okay, Elton, how are you doing?
So we have him, he had no contacts entered in his eEdge, so we just got him his own
Enter
person
in command or eEdge?
in either. So
Okay.
we just completed both of those tasks.
Okay, so you entered Elton in command?
Yes, we did that first because we thought he had himself added in eEdge, but then we realized he didn't, so we went over to eEdge and added a contact.
Okay, so you don't need to add them in both places. You only need to add it in command.
Oh, well then what would we do now? Okay.
Because eEdge, once you've connected command to eEdge, anything you enter in command will pull over to eEdge.
Okay. All right, well, we're getting a weird,
Paula, did you get Elton synced? Did you get his eEdge synced? The account connected in settings?
it said it did, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Nope. So all you need to do is enter him into command, and then you should be able to switch over to your MyKW.
Okay,
And when you go into contacts, either it's going to show up right here in new lead, or you can just view contacts. I usually click on new lead,
okay.
and it should be here. If it's not here in new contacts, I click on view all contacts.
All right, we got him pulled up. It's there.
Okay, did it come from command, or did it come from when he added it? Does it say right here source command?
Source is entered.
Yep, so he manually entered that one. So I would say let's delete that one.
Okay,
So just click on the name,
okay.
and then you go up to actions. I think you have to go into it. Let me see. You have to go in, and there's the delete. So click on his name, and then over on more, delete. Because I want to make sure he comes from command. I don't want him to. I don't want anybody to have to manually enter anything into eEdge. How's that going?
All right, I just hit the delete button.
Perfect.
So am I hearing you right, Jess? We have to enter everything into command and then we sync it with eEdge?
It should be you should have already done your sync. If you went up into settings, Penny, if you went up into your settings right here and went in and connected your eEdge, you'll never have to sync again. That should be the sync. Now, every time you enter something in command, it should be in eEdge. It's a auto sync both ways. If you went in, so like Elton entered himself in eEdge, then that should have brought it over and entered it in command. It's a two-way sync.
So so he is in command, there is nothing in eEdge, and that there's a red L like to the side of your name.
Yep.
There's a red L on his.
Yep, perfect. So I don't know what's normally for me, it's been faster, but I don't know with you guys' internet connection if something's slower, but the sync will happen. He'll be able to come over to eEdge, and probably check it in an hour or so. He should be here, and it should say source is KW command.
I don't know if you want to sync your email.
Jess, do I want to sync my email? Twitter, all those ones?
I say you should sync everything, but that is the class on contacts and syncing. So I would watch that class. I sync my contacts, my Gmail contacts, my Gmail, my calendar. I sync all of that. So I would encourage you to do all of that. But I would say don't do it now, because now let's go through making sure everybody has a couple drip campaigns set up so that when you do have people that come over and you want to get them to send them something, you have something to send. Are we good with that, everybody?
On board.
So.
Crickets? We good? Okay, so I want you guys right now to not worry about your contacts. Not worry about your contacts. I want you guys to go and I want you to click in on or hover over, well, I think it's clicking. Clicking on this upper right, this icon that says marketing.
So we're in eEdge.
Yep, on eEdge. Thank you for that, Paula. In eEdge, leave command, because now we're going to set up the drip campaigns in eEdge so that you can, when it comes over, you can add them to a drip campaign. So right now you can see test client is not on a drip campaign. It says add, but Montana Man is on a drip campaign. So we need to have drip campaigns set up so that you can add them. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
No, no one else said yep.
I know, I think you got it. I think, yeah.
Okay, so you guys, I want you not to work in contacts right now.
So it popped over to market.
So I want you guys just to be over in your eEdge,
So click on market leader tab.
on your market leader tab, correct.
Okay, so click here. On that plus sign, you're gonna open up a new tab, and you're gonna go to my KW home. Now we're gonna be on the eEdge side, we're gonna be creating campaigns. So we set up a contacting command, we're waiting for it to show up in eEdge, and in the meantime, we're going to create a campaign. Seriously, my mouse is not working. All right. So Elton has brought up marketing campaigns.
Perfect. John, how is John doing?
Well, I don't understand.
John's given up.
Yeah, pretty much. If I, it won't let me do the East Idaho, but I should be able to follow you along under Pocatello. Should I not be able to?
You should. It just won't tie together. So you'll have to come and do it again when you get switched over.
Right, but see, even my Pocatello page won't pull up now. It says this page isn't working. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm just gonna watch.
Okay, watch, and I can help you. I have all this recorded, so I mean, if you need to, but let's watch. Okay, Penny, how are you?
I'm following you.
Okay, perfect. So we should be right here on marketing. I want you to go into manage campaigns. Manage campaigns. So under the marketing icon, manage campaigns.
That's where you're at.
And you probably have this blank. Or if you've been to one of my classes before, maybe you have something here. Is everybody at this page that says my campaigns in the upper left?
Yep.
Elton, how are you doing?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So from here, we're going to set up some of these campaigns. So I want you to click in the upper right corner where it says add new campaign. Click right there. From here, you have 61 different campaigns to choose from. Now, all of these are every type of campaign. Now, all the campaigns are based on the Millionaire Real Estate Agent lead generation model of 8x8s and 33 touches. 8x8s are 8 touches in 8 weeks, and that's specific to being a buyer or a seller. So if someone says, hey, I think I want to sell my house, and you say, great, well, let's sit down and talk about it, and you want to begin to send them things until they're under contract, that would be an 8x8 for sellers. So all the content is specific to sellers, and it's one email once a week about selling their house. Same thing with a buyer. The idea is to take it from a lead to warm it up until under contract, until it's an actual opportunity. Now, if you have someone in your database that is not ready to buy or sell right now, but you want to keep in touch with them, that's what we call a 33 touch. You touch them 33 times a year so that they remember that you're in real estate, and when they think of real estate, they think of you. So what we want to set up today is I want you guys to have an 8x8 for buyers and sellers, and I'd like you to have a 33 touch, and I'd also like you to have the mobile app campaign and the birthday campaign. But what you're going to find out is this is lickety split once you figure out how easy it is to set up a campaign. So what I want you guys to do is right here on this page, I want us first to set up a 33 touch, because once a contact is done with their 8x8, you'd want them to start getting the 33 touch, because now they're probably under contract and now you want to keep in touch with them. So I want you to type over here on the left under campaign title, I want you to type 33 and then hit search. Tell me when everyone's got that done, and you should have 4 results left. Hi, Jeff. All my students are in Pocatello, so I'm teaching them. Is everybody there with 4 results? Elton, how'd you do?
I'm still lost in the wrong place.
Okay, where are you? Where are you in the screens?
We're there.
Type 33, right?
Nope.
Sorry, I left numbers.
So we're good to go.
Perfect. Perfect. And Penny, you got yours?
I think Penn's up to speed. She's now become the.
She's moved on to becoming the instructor and the tutor.
There you go.
Okay, so once we're at this point of 4 results, then you have a couple of options. Now what I want you to see is when it says team to the right of the campaign, I don't want you to use any team versions, because that's for people who pay for the upgraded team version of eEdge, and I don't think anybody that I know does that. So if it says team, don't use that one. So that means we should be down to 2. Either we've got 33 touch by your side, or I've got 33 touch ready for what's next. Now this one shows that it's the extension of the 2016 33 touch, and this is the brand new in 2018. I like the new stuff. So I want this one here. So I want you to click choose this template. So I want everyone to click the 33 touch by your side email, choose this template.
Okay, right there.
And that should take us to this screen right here.
Should we have to click on that? All right.
Is everybody there?
Yeah.
Miss Penny?
Yeah.
Perfect. From here, we're going to keep this simple. So I always click right here. This always expands all the steps, but I just click the name of the step 2 again, and you can see my 4 steps right here. So we're just going to go through step 1, 2, 3, 4. Super easy. So step 1. So click on the name of step 1, 33 touch by your side. What I want you to do is I want you to change this little email to today's date. 6.19.19. Because if I don't know if you guys were watching, when you go to add them to a marketing campaign, all you see is the name. So if you have more than one in there and you maybe accidentally created a second 33 touch, I want you to know the date and be like, wait a minute, I remember I created the one I want to use on that class in June. And so you'd be able to know this is the one that I want to use. Did everybody get there?
Close enough.
So all I did was click on the name of step 1, and then I took email off and I put today's date. Penny, how are you doing?
It's loading, so I'm just following you.
Okay.
Not pulling me over.
Oh, I just realized we have another participant, Indiana, and I have been ignoring whoever that is the whole time. And Spencer's iPhone.
Oh, Spencer, don't try this on your iPhone. Are you?
This is probably not going to be enjoyable watching on your iPhone.
And you don't have any of this set up because I haven't got you on, we haven't onboarded you yet, but this is good information for some.
Yeah, it's nice to have watched it once, because then when you go back in it to actually do it, it's good.
Absolutely.
Okay, so are we good to move on from here?
Yes.
Okay, so then you hit, once you've added the date, I want you to hit save and continue.
Okay.
Now the next one is review and configure steps. Now you guys, you can change these campaigns. You can add or take away or whatever you want to do. But I say for our purposes today, we're going to leave it as is. It is as is for us today. Now you'll notice there's one email and one activity, because this is actually a date-driven campaign, which means it goes out on a specific date. And we only have one left to go. And it comes on the 27th. And then guess what? A new 33 touch comes out. So there'll be a new 33 touch that you will want to begin and go through these exact same steps next month. So we're just going to leave this as is. Don't configure those steps, but you'll want to do this again. Now the next step is 3, add or remove contacts. So click on the name. This is where you can add your contacts or remove. So right, it defaults to the groups, but I just want you to click on contacts. And everybody that's in your contacts would show up here. So when you finally show up into your contacts from eEdge, you would add yourself, but you won't have to come back in here again. So if you've got somebody in there to add, you click add like this, or remove, or if you have a big long list like I have, you could type in and search for somebody. But you'll notice only one person shows up because I say show only eligible contacts. They have to have an email address to show up as an eligible contact, because this is an email address campaign. So right here, there's Montana Man, but he doesn't have a valid email address. So I can't add him to this campaign. If you don't have anybody, that's okay. Just click Save Changes. And this will be, it will not be activated till you add someone. And I'm going to show you how to do that afterwards. So now we're done with step 3. The last is step 4, review and activate. So this is a 33 touch. Once a contact completes this campaign, automatically add them to what? So from here, it defaults to monthly newsletter, and I think that's perfect. Just say if this campaign ends, at least put them on the monthly newsletter drip campaign. Now I'm going to click I've reviewed the campaign, and I want to include my showcase properties, which are my own personal listings, and then I activate the campaign. If you click Save the campaign, it's not available to use until you activate it. So you've got to check these 2 boxes and click Activate. If you ever come back into your campaign and make any changes, you have to reactivate. Even if you just go in and look at it, reactivate that campaign. So here we go. So now, there's my 33 touch by your side with the date. No contacts are in there, ready to go. Active on. How are you guys doing?
I dropped my internet again.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Penny, it might be time for the Fisher Group to invest in a new laptop.
I've been trying to tell Kelly that. Do you think that's what it is?
They're so inexpensive at this point, you can probably pick one up for $300. Get a little easy one that's easy to carry around. A little 13-incher. Okay, Elton, how are you?
Good.
Penny, you're still waiting? Okay. So Elton, do you see your 33 touch by your side, 6/19/19? In your list of campaigns? Did it work? Mr. Elton?
Are you where you need to be?
Elton, is it working?
since mine isn't working, I'll come over here by you. How's that? Just get- Okay, what are we doing, Jess?
Does he have, so did you get through all 4 steps? Is he back on to the 33 touch by your side with the today's date? Or what step are you on?
Yeah, well, I see it there.
Perfect. Is it active and on?
Yep, it's on.
Fantastic. Okay, well done. Okay, so we've got the first one. Now, everything else from here is the exact same 4 steps. So now we want to have an 8x8 for buyers and an 8x8 for sellers. So all you'll do is the same process. You're going to go up to the upper right. You're going to add a new campaign. I want 8x8s for buyers. So you can change this, to right here. If you want to say market to buyers, you could do that, and it's going to change everything to buyers. And you'll notice the top thing is 8x8 for buyers. New campaigns, you can scroll down. We skipped the team. Here's the 8x8, great time to buy. Here's that info you can rely on. You could do any one of those. Let's just choose the first one. And I click choose this template.
Yeah, there it is.
And I go through the 4 steps again.
Which one?
Change the first step, add the date.
Let's choose that. Let's keep that too.
Save and continue. I don't do anything in step 2. I'm not adding any contacts if I don't have anything. So I'm going to go into review and activate. I want this on the 8x8, you guys. You want, after that 8x8 is over, you don't want it to go to the newsletter. You want it to go to your 33 touch. And there's the one I created today. So I click right there. Once they're done with this campaign, they automatically get started on this campaign. Then I click and I click and I activate. That's how fast you can set up a campaign.
Okay, so we're on step 1 of 9.
Yep. Step 1 of 9.
We don't want to personalize on the 8x8. We just,
Yep. Just click on the name of step 2 so it kind of sucks it all up so you see all 4 steps.
yeah, we got them.
Okay. You don't have to do anything on step 2 or 3 because you're not going to change anything. You're not going to add a contact because you don't have a contact in there yet. So now you just jump down to step 4 and have it go to the 33 touch and then click the 2 boxes and activate.
Okay, it says step 4 of 9, it says,
Step 4 of 9, there should only be 4 steps.
we have 9 review and configure steps for an 8x8 buyer, the key to your new home. And it's showing us 9 steps.
Okay, let me walk through. So Penny, look up here. Did you guys go activate new campaign?
Uh-huh. Add new campaign.
Yep, add new campaign. Did you choose a buyer? Like, whoops. Did you click on a buyer campaign?
So we'll go back. So edit it. That's what we want me to do.
What's the name of your campaign?
It's the key to your new home, but we didn't click on scheduling it as a buyer.
It doesn't matter. Nope. As long as it's as long as it says 8x8 buyer, the key to your new home, you're in the right place.
Okay. So
All this does is sort it. That's all it does. So then you clicked choose this template.
okay, yeah, I see. When we clicked on number 2, it brought up 9 steps to do. So
Oh, because you went to the team?
no, he's in his.
No. Did you choose though the team campaign?
Probably.
I bet you chose the team campaign.
No, it says the key to your new home. It doesn't say team buy it or anything.
Because if I click this one, oh, there is, oops. Nope, there's still only 4 steps. I've never seen 9 steps.
Click on 2. Click on number 2 where it says review and configure your steps.
Oh. Yeah, no, this is, you don't do any of these steps.
Yeah.
Click on this you should close up.
Yeah. Okay, so we're good. Go back to, we want to close out of that. So just click on it again. And we'll just,
Yep. That step 2 is configure the steps, but we don't configure. We're just going as is.
Somebody, we want now to see that. And number 4, we want to renew and
Review and activate. Did you guys add the date to step 1?
Yes.
Step 1.
Perfect.
Date on it.
Well, the first one we did, I'm sorry, did you do another?
Yeah, make sure to click on step 1 and you add the date.
And we're going to go in here to right behind the key to your new home. Is that where you
Yep.
are? Go put today's date.
Today's date.
Uh-huh.
6/19/19.
And you don't have to do zeros or anything. In the backspace, make sure you get a 1 9 instead of a 1. You want to make sure it's cool. All done. Save and continue. Okay, now we've got it 6/19/19.
Then you don't have to do anything on step 2 or 3.
Okay.
Just move to step 4 where it says activate, review and activate.
Okay.
Then from there, you should click on, when it says once this contact completes, drop this menu down and I want you to select the 33 touch we just created before. It says by your side and it should have today's date.
33 touch. Oh, 6/18, but that's okay. You know what you're doing. Is it important that we change that date?
What?
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, he put in the wrong date on the 33.
Oh, that's okay. As long as it just helps identify which one you created. So no, that's okay. It doesn't change anything. Yeah.
So activate campaign or stay campaign? Probably stay because we haven't.
No. You want to always activate. Always activate. So you got to click these 2 boxes and then activate. Save means you can't use it. It's not ready to go. Activate is start it up.
We did. He's good to go.
Okay.
On.
So once you've activated, then you should be coming back. Whoops. You should end up back on this screen, right? And now you have an 8x8 for buyers and a 33 touch. Is that right?
Manage campaigns.
It should have just taken you to that screen. Once you activated the campaign, it should have just taken you to this screen.
We had to go back into marketing and do it.
So now are you here? Can you see both of your campaigns and are they both active?
Yep, they're both on.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys, you've seen how to get the campaign set up. Now, make sure you get an 8x8 for sellers. And then you want to go in and type in mobile app and do the mobile app campaign. And it works the exact same way. The same 4 steps, do it the exact same way. Your 8x8 for sellers, you want to do the same thing and have it rolled with the 33 touch. And on your mobile app campaign, I wouldn't have it roll to anything. Just remove everything from that, from the continuing on. So now I'm going to leave that because that's your homework. Let me just show you now. If you click back over, so everybody look up here. If you click back over into contacts, you see up here at the top, go to all contacts. Once you've got those campaigns active, now when your name comes in here, when you show up from command, you can click on the marketing and click add and just add them to the campaign right here.
I'll take that to all your people. Right now it's just you, right? Oh, it should show him in there, shouldn't it, in all contacts?
It should show them, but see, like it should show, but we said it has not come over yet. That he added them over in command, and it should get over here. Like Montana Man came over from command. So eventually, if it's just taking some time, whatever's going on, if he entered himself in command, then you should be in eEdge, and you just click on this marketing section and add them right to the marketing. But if it's not there yet, then just go and finish setting up your campaigns in marketing, and then check back later today or tomorrow, and your name should be in there. If it's not there, then we need to go back in and unconnect eEdge and reconnect it.
Okay. So by tomorrow, if you don't show up, do that. Okay. All right, so now you want to just continue setting up now an 8x8 for a seller, correct?
Yep, I want you to do 8x8, so you click back over into marketing, into campaigns. I want you to finish an 8x8 for sellers, and I want you to do the mobile app campaign. Mobile app campaign. Okay, it looks like this. So that's what you want to have, because you want to have those 4 campaigns set up to be able to utilize.
Not both the mobile apps.
No, just one mobile app.
Okay.
Remember the other one, the other mobile app will say team. There's only one mobile app campaign.
Now we want to change this. We don't
I'll choose that. I'll go down to all of the all
Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Any other questions? Now it's just going through those 4 steps for as many campaigns as you want to have set up.
Okay, where do I switch it to seller, did you say?
Just go back up into the campaigns.
Separate, it's a separate template.
Yep. So if you go into new campaign, go right over here to collections and choose market my business sellers. You can type in sellers right here as well and it'll search. It just is a filter. So there should be 8x8 for sellers.
Yeah, so every step of the sale is what the campaign's gonna be called.
Yeah. Every step of the sale, or you can scroll down. There's a lot of good information here to help you sell. Oh, I don't like this one, the multi-channel, because that means it's going to try to mail things. You'll notice it's email and direct mail. I like to stick with just the emails.
So we don't mind.
There's a print one. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, there you go. Okay, you guys, this is recorded. So if you guys need to go back through it again, then you can have the office. I don't know where the office is putting them right now, probably on the Connect channel. But there you go.
Well,